give you something as a reward that is going to reward you back with wanting you to make you continue even down that path until eventually, instead of slaying a dragon, you are running a marathon.
I love it. I mean, I was smiling the way through that because I was imagining when I was younger, I used to deadlift and I would pretend there was like a little goal +5 every time I did a deadlift. They'd pop up, and or it'd be, okay, every time I bought a new set of clothes, I was like, oh, that's a new skin for my character. And, I was trying to follow that. And it was like, I loved that kind of approach. And I thought, because you don't see the changes, every day in, day out. But you can imagine yourself like throwing out the junk food and or batch food cooking, and you
Yep.
go, "Oh, that's my character leveling up there." And I love how in your epic quest of awesomeness you have like the little bars coming across, and every percentage you go up, and it just adds in progression when we're not seeing it. Is that a good way, do you think, for people to monitor how they're progressing as they're doing things, to write out their goals and then add levels and like set mini goals and like boss levels and things like that?
I mean, it worked for me, and it
Yeah.
works for our community. So I think it's a something that certainly people could try. For people that are trying to figure this out. Like, look, we're all trying to do the same thing, right? And that's like we all want to be probably a little healthier. We'd love to get a little bit more sleep. We'd probably like to eat a little healthier. We'd love to travel more. We'd love to spend more time on our hobbies or with our family. Maybe improve ourselves with work. And as you mentioned, and it's it's really tough when you don't see the progress on a
Mhm.
day-to-day basis. It can feel like drudgery if you're just doing the same thing over, almost like what's the point, right? But if you have this goal that you're working towards, and for me it was different areas of my life. It was I wanted to learn specific skills. I wanted to have specific experiences in certain locations. I wanted to build a certain amount of strength. So I identified a few different categories, and then I assigned a point value to them, and it just gave me a thing to check in on. And what's funny is like I did this from a gaming perspective, but Benjamin Franklin was doing stuff like this back in the 1700s. I think it was one of the very few first, or one of the first people to like look at his life in terms of categories and say like, am I improving? I think he has 10 categories, but like, am I improving
He used to
across each
journal
of
or
these
something,
categories?
eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
use a journal. And it was literally like checking a box across the 10 categories each day. Like, did I improve in these areas? And when you can kind of break it down into that binary yes, no, win, loss, succeed, fail scenario, it starts to get addicting in a good way. It's like, okay, I went for my 5-minute walk today. I spent 5 minutes playing the piano. Uh, I did my workout and I added 1 pound to the bar when it came to my deadlift, or I added, 1 kilo to the bar on my squat. I was able to do one extra knee push up today compared to last time. And tracking this stuff and assigning some points, and maybe it's split out like categories. Uh, I think it can be really fun, like a fun way to keep things interesting, but also like just a good reminder to like not take ourselves too seriously either. Like, we are emotional disasters on a rock hurtling through space, right?